Hello everybody, thank you for watching. On this video I'm going to show you how to work with some variables and also access cells on your Excel and get information from your Excel at the same time. So I'm going to do a quick macro here. I'm going to say on my cell A1 I'm going to say macros, okay, and cell 2 I'm going to make a space to write something. And I want to make an example that I can get the word macros from cell A1, and then I'm going to write something else on cell A2, okay? So I'm pressing here Alt F11 to open my Visual Basic, or go to my Developers tab and click on Visual Basic. And since I'm starting a new macro and this macro is not recorded, the place to hold your macros is inside a module. So I'm going to insert, I just saved, I'm going to insert a module. Now I have here module 1, and I'm going to start writing a macro. The macro always starts with the word sub, okay? That means subroutine. Then I'm going to write the name of this macro, and the name cannot have spaces and cannot start with a number. So I'm going to write something like test, okay? When I press enter, it makes for me the end sub, that's the end of my macro, and make two parentheses. These parentheses are the arguments that my macro needs to run. And since there is nothing inside this parentheses, it means that this macro doesn't need anything to run. It can run by its own, okay? So let me do something. I'm gonna make a variable on the very simple way, just for you to get the hang of it. I'm gonna say a variable called course, okay? And I'm gonna set it equal to range A1. That means that this variable here, it's going to receive the value that starts on cell A1, which is macro here, okay? And then I can pass this value to someplace else. For example, I can say course 2 is equal to course. Now I'm passing this value that I got from A1 to course 2, and then I'm gonna write this course 2 on cell A2. So I'm gonna say range A2 equals to course 2. So this is a very simple way to do it, and just for you to get the hang of it. So let me just run this macro step by step with my F8 key, and I'm starting the title of my macro, and then I'm gonna run this. Course receives range A1, and I pass the mouse over, and I see the course has the word macros, has a string macros. I'm going to talk about strings later. I'm going to tell you what it is later. Then I'm going to set in course 2 is equal to course. So course 2 received macros. It had macros and received macros. Okay, it's the same thing. And now I'm setting range A2 receives macros. So let me run this F8 again. And I see here on my cell A2 that it wrote macros, and then F8 one more time to end this subroutine, okay? So this is a very easy example. Now I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna write here on cell A4, I'm gonna write a number, let's say 10, okay? And then I'm gonna go back to my Visual Basic. I'm gonna make another macro. I'm gonna call it sub test 2, and I can leave some lines in blank here. It doesn't matter. The VBE does not read the lines in blank. Okay, and on this macro here, I'm gonna write like this. I'm gonna say grade. No, let's say number is equal to range A4. Okay. Now, actual number, yeah, it's okay. I think it's okay. I think it's gonna work. I don't know if number is a reserved word for a VBE, but I think it's gonna work. Then I'm gonna get the number, and I'm gonna make it equal to itself plus 1. So I'm adding 1 to this number. And then I'm gonna spit out the value on range A5. I'm gonna say range A5 receives number. And let's run this step by step again so we can make sure that's gonna work. So I'm gonna have here number receiving range A4. So range A4 is equal to 10. When I click F8, it executed and number receives 10 too. So I got 10 here and 10 here. Now I'm gonna make number 10 is equal to itself 10 plus 1. Now I got number as 11. And now I'm saying range A5 is equal to number. And there you go, you can see only 5 here that we added 1 to this number. So this is a very simple example, and I think that's the point of these sites. I want to make simple examples every day till you get the hang of it. So I hope you enjoy your channel. Be sure to subscribe our channel on YouTube and to like us, share us, and be a part of our site, learnmacrosnow.com. Thank you very much. See you next time.